What is happening, fishers? Welcome back to our next reel adventure. Super stoked this evening. We finally managed to get our hands on the Okuma Tesoro. It's been around for a couple of months now, launched in South Africa. First time we've been able to actually get our hands on one. There are obviously limited stock in the beginning, but stock seems to be flooding in nice and quickly now. As from our previous videos, these reels all fall under probably between 4,000 and 6,000 Rand. We've had to up the gap on the spend on the reels, as there's not too many reels that fall into this class. So tonight we're going to run the Tesoro up against the good old Saragosa and Andrew's Penn Slammer and see how it compares to these reels. First of all, guys, let's it's the first time we're unboxing this. Some beautiful packaging. See how this one works. I think it should be a slide out. And Okuma have done a really good job. Some nice high density foam. Keep the reel nice and safe during this courier here. Okay. There's its handle. See some nice flutes in the handle, decorative flutes. Obviously also to make it a bit lighter. And a nice, extremely light reel handle. Feels like a very, very aluminium, like aluminium. I'm sure it's aluminium. Could be mistaken though, but very nice and light. Feels good. And then, check that out, guys. How beautifully is that packaged? Got the reel itself. I see it comes with a little line to wrap around your line, so as we've done on both the other reels, to stop your line running around and stuff like that when you're not fishing. And they've even got the extra mile and included some fishing reel oil, Okuma fishing reel oil. The first time I've ever seen that in a brand new reel. So package-wise, this reel looks beautiful. Not to compare or shame, but this is what, when you get a reel, normally buy a reel, this is what you pretty much get. And this is what's the same for my Saragosa. You normally get your reels coming in a plastic packet. So big up to Okuma. Well done on your packaging. I think if you look at the Penn authorities and the Stellas and things like that, that's the quality of the packaging you're getting into with the reels. Quite nice. If you want to transport your reel, keep it nice and safe on a long distance, put it back in the box and transport it. You don't have to worry about it getting bumped around and things like that. So beautiful packaging. Let's pop this guy out of here. It's got a bit of weight to it. I'm not going to worry about all the other funny business in there. Okay, so as per normal, let's do a little breakdown. Got a really, really nice secure drag knob, which I like. Obviously dual stack drag washers, as all the Okumas do. Very well greased. Well done, Okuma, once again. Your top stack of drag washers, and then obviously your bottom stack of drag washers with a rubber seal to keep those drag washers dry. I know this reel does come with the only out of all these reels, and probably I think one of the only reels on the market. There's a titanium main shaft, guys. Normally they're made out of brass or stainless steel. This one has a titanium, lighter, a lot stronger. Also a very well sealed reel. Let's pop him back on. Doing this going on, you're right. There we go, that sounds better. And my favorite, a wind-on handle, not a screw-on handle. So I'm very stoked this reel's got the wind-on handle. Give it a little nick and super smooth. Claudia Schiffer would be proud of this reel. Probably as smooth as what her legs are. And let's run into the comparisons here, guys. Okay, so the Saragosa, which we have run through before, and the Slammer. We'll start with bearing counts. Saragosa comes in with 5+1 bearings. Nice, good quality stainless steel bearings. Slammer comes in with 8+1 bearings. And the Tesoro, I don't know where they've hidden them all. I'd love to be able to open one of these up and have a look. There's 12+1 bearings. So it's 13 bearings, 12 normal ball bearings, and a roller bearing jacked up inside this guy. So well done on that. A lot of bearings, all high-grade stainless steel bearings. Drag-wise on these reels, Shimano comes in with 15 kgs of drag, being the least of the lot. More than sufficient drag though. This Tesoro 14,000 comes in with a whopping 25 kilos of drag, guys. This thing, I think you could probably stop a Quantum minibus taxi going on Oxford Street with this thing. 25 kgs of drag is crazy. If I give this thing a nice tight wind up and get some pressure on these drag washers, I can hardly turn that spool, guys. So it's a crazy amount of drag on there. So release those washers so we don't compress them unneededly. And then the Slammer comes in with 18.1 kgs of drag. Also a crazy amount of drag, more than you'll probably ever need for our purposes of fishing. Material wise, obviously the Shimano Saragosa has their patented Hagane. If you pronounce it like that, you know the story with me when that word. So the body of the reel and the main gear is constructed out of that. The Okuma is a full aluminium reel. Main gear is a cut aluminium main gear, but the nice thing about it has the brass pinion gear, which none of these other reels do have. So it's got a nice good brass pinion gear. And then Penn, of course, have their CNC brass main gear, which is probably the strongest main gear out of all of these, arguably the strongest main gear out of all of these. Other than that, guys, we ran through bearing count, we ran through drag. Price wise, we're looking at 4,800 Rand. This is coming at 4,999. I know the Slammer's gone up slightly now with the US Rand exchange rate, so you're looking at 4,799. Line capacity wise, sorry, Andrew's doing this to me. 5,799. My humblest apologies, guys. Sorry, guys. You almost got a deal of the century there. I would have bought two for that price. Anyway, 5,799, guys. Line capacity wise, I know when I filled up my Saragosa, I put about 480 meters of 40-pound grinder braid on. I think Andrew got about 450 to 460, very similar. I might be off there. And this is the 14,000, which is a bit bigger. You'd easily get 500 meters of 40-pound on this. So capacity-wise, more than enough for any of these reels, guys. We have spoken about the other two before, so we're going to look at the Tesoro a bit. Listen, guys, this reel feels very, very nice in the hand. The only, I wouldn't say negative thing, the handle is very light. I don't know, hopefully it's going to hold up compared to the EVA or the aluminium Slammer handle or the solid rubber Saragosa handle. So handle feels a bit light, but I could be wrong. It could be just some indestructible aluminium. Other than that, guys, a great feeling reel. Drag sounds fantastic. One of the main reasons I bought the Saragosa was for the drag sound. I know it sounds weird because of the way the reel sounds, but a lot of times when I'm fishing the Saragosa, it's on a pegged rod with a live bait or a cob bait out, and I might be fishing 10 or 15 meters away. So when I do have a run or something taking off, I can hear it. That's the main reason I got that. I don't want a soft drag. I want something that's loud that I can hear with the waves crashing and the wind blowing. And the Tesoro's drag is also beautiful sounding, guys. A little bit more toned down. Also a nice, beautiful sounding drag. Had quite a chuckle the other night fishing with some mates. So old Scuba Steve, the next day on our little group chat, turns around and says to me, because sorry, I had my Eva out pegged out and a little bit of a run on the Eva. He was entranced by the sound of the Saragosa. He didn't know what to do. Just from the picture of the reel. So that's the sound you want to wake up into the morning. All these reels, beautiful, beautiful drags. So guys, if you're looking for a reel, if you've got a budget of 6,000 Rand or 5,000 Rand, look at any of these three reels, guys. I'm not going to pick a winner tonight. I love my Saragosa. Andrew loves his Slammer. We've tired of fighting between each other, which is the better reel. I'd happily swap one for the other. And I would definitely throw the Okuma, the new Tesoro, in the mix. Is a relatively new reel, hasn't been fished with lots, but I can quite comfortably say that, listen, I'd go buy one of these. I'm actually on the edge, about that close to the edge of buying a smaller one for my lighter setup. I was going to get another Saragosa, but I might be leaning towards this. So once I go see how it pairs up on my rod, I might just be going for the Tesoro because it's new, something different. I'm definitely going to have confidence in it. Other than that, guys, get out, try one. I suggest buying any of these three reels. If you want something that's new, Tesoro is obviously 2023. The Slammer came out in 2021, and the Saragosa update was in 2020. So you're going to get some a bit more key features on paper on the Okuma. Obviously, a little bit of a later spec model. On paper, definitely a bit higher spec than what these other two reels are, but I can't say it's better. I can't say it's worse. Once this reel's been in the market for a year or two, I'm sure we'll get some good feedback on that reel. So anyway, guys, there's the 3 reels for under 6,000 Rand. Go out, buy any of them. I promise you won't be disappointed. RPX8, RPX7, and RPX6 rated. All brilliant waterproof reels, all well sealed. They can take dunks. You can get home and just spray them off and wash them off. Dry them and you're good to go. You don't need to oil your bearings too often. All got sealed bearings. You don't have to apply grease to the main shafts, sealed main shafts. So that's it, guys. Until next time, go out and grab one of these. I know conditions in East London are fantastic this week. So we're going to be out tomorrow night trying little spots to the right, straight in front here, and see if we can get onto something. Until next time, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It goes a long way to helping us do things like this. Like our videos, send comments if there's anything else you would like to know. Just a big shout out to Bulmoria Fishing Tackle once again for borrowing us the reel, or the 1 reel for tonight. They normally borrow 4 to us. These are personal reels, and thanks so much, guys. Thank you for your support. We love you all. Cheers.